Game Trailers Ultimate 2012 Video Game Preview.
Welcome to Game Trailer's first annual Ultimate Gaming Preview for 2012. Split up by genre, we're kicking things off with one of the most prevalent game types in the industry, the action-adventure. Other genres will follow daily, culminating with GT's top 10 most anticipated games of 2012. That's not all. For the first time ever, we'll be posting a poll on GT's official Facebook page, allowing you to vote for your most anticipated 2012 release. Then we'll create a video that counts down the 10 games that receive the most love. 2011 was an amazing year for games, but by the time this feature is complete, we think you'll be convinced that 2012 is going to be even better. So here we go. No rankings, just the games we think deserve your attention, listed in order of release date.
Ninja Gaiden 3.
With team leader Tomonobu Itagaki leaving to start his own company, it's up to his protege Yosuke Hayashi to deliver on the latest Ninja Gaiden. With the brand new Bone Song mechanic, loads of QuickTime events, and that patented razor-sharp swordplay, it's the first big action-adventure release of 2012.
Asura's Wrath.
Capcom knows a thing or two about going big, but Asura's Wrath throws all reason out the window in the cinematic beat-em-up. Featuring a multi-limbed protagonist bent on exacting revenge on the gods, it's more than a little absurd, and more than a little fun.
Silent Hill Downpour.
The next trip to Silent Hill has seen some delays, but we're hoping that the extra time will allow the team to squeeze every last ounce of creepy into the final product. This franchise has lost some luster over the last couple installments, so it's do or die time. Hopefully we'll be doing more than dying when it's released in March.
Kid Icarus Uprising.
The franchise that everyone has clamored for over the past 10 years is finally getting an update on the Nintendo 3DS. Featuring a mix of aerial and ground-based combat, Pit's revival isn't as essential as we initially thought, now that the 3DS has found its footing. Even so, Nintendo is hoping this cinematic stunner can keep the momentum going.
Dragon's Dogma.
Capcom's action-adventure has been flying under the radar, but we find ourselves more impressed with it every time we see it. Exuding some of that hard-to-quantify charm that games like Dark Souls possess, we have a feeling that this could be a sleeper hit early in 2012. The high fantasy setting may seem a bit generic, but it presents a serious challenge, and its pawn system allows you to nurture and grow your teammates.
Prototype 2.
The original Prototype is a mindlessly fun game and the best superhero game that doesn't feature one. With the sequel looking to amp everything up considerably, we can only imagine the insanity that is about to ensue. If you like anti-heroes and open-world mayhem, this will be no April Fool.
Lollipop Chainsaw.
A mega-hot cheerleader defending your high school from an onslaught of the undead? Sign us up! Initially, we thought this game was a cash grab, but the more we've seen it, the more we realize the Grasshopper manufacturer rarely makes junk. It may not take itself seriously, but that doesn't mean we don't.
Agent.
We're going out on a limb here, but Agent has been in development for years and has been delayed several times. We're thinking it's due. This spy game set in the 70s is being done by the big boys at Rockstar North, which swears it's still in the works. Screenshots leaked last August only add to the intrigue.
Assassin's Creed 3.
With Ezio and Altair story arcs wrapped up, 2012 brings the first new chapter in Ubi's Assassin Simulator. Confirmed during an earnings call last November and featuring a brand new main character, a recent poll asked fans if they'd prefer the American Revolution, medieval China, feudal Japan, or Victorian England as the setting. We'll take any of the above.
Darksiders 2.
The first Darksiders surprised just about everyone with its high quality and impressive sales. It seems there's room for more than one Zelda-type game in the industry, and THQ is happy to step up and fill the void. Main character War steps aside for the next Horseman of the Apocalypse, Death, as he tries to save humanity in this highly anticipated action RPG.
Devil May Cry.
It's been quite a while since a game riled up fans like the new DMC has. With a brand new look for Dante and Ninja Theory pulling in strings, few have been able to get past the semantics to give it a fair shot. Now that more and more gameplay footage is being released, we have a feeling that a lot of frowns will be turned upside down at the end of the year.
My name is Dante.
Grand Theft Auto 5.
The king of open-world games finally returns to reclaim the throne with Grand Theft Auto 5. It's been almost 4 years since GTA 4, providing plenty of time for Rockstar to get all its ducks in a row. Set in the fictional Los Santos, where the pursuit of the almighty dollar trumps all, the reimagining of Southern California allows for beaches, mountains, and urban sprawl in one location. Details are sparse, and there's a chance it slips to 2013, but if it makes it this year, it's hard to imagine any other action-adventure game being a bigger deal.
Hitman Absolution.
The Hitman franchise has typically been for a very select group of players who enjoy punishing trial-and-error-based play. All that is looking to change with Absolution, featuring production values far beyond what's typical of the series, and a lot more action mixed in with the stealthy assassinations. This could end up being the Hitman for the rest of us.
Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance.
Many thought that it might be cancelled, but at the Spike Video Game Awards last year, it was revealed that Platinum Games has taken over development to finish the project. The resulting new trailers received mixed reaction from fans, but taking the Metal Gear name out of it and looking at it as a straight-up action game where you can slice anything, we can't deny our interest is strong.
Overstrike.
Insomniac has been an exclusive PlayStation developer for quite some time, and its first multi-platform game strays far from the cuddly space creatures and menacing chimera it's known for. This cooperative outing featuring a team of secret agents should be filled with the kind of weapons only Insomniac can dream up.
The Last Guardian.
The old saying goes, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. But whose fault is it the third time? This game has bounced around our lists for years now, and quite frankly, we almost didn't include it. By the way we figure, either the game comes out this year or it never comes out. We're giving it one last chance because it's one of the few games this year that has the ability to affect the player on multiple levels.
The Last of Us.
Making the biggest splash of all the new games unveiled at the Spike Video Game Awards last year, the developers behind the Uncharted franchise give us their take on the zombie apocalypse. If it weren't for Naughty Dog's impeccable pedigree, we wouldn't be anywhere near as excited, but it's hard not to get at least a little geeked up over the possibilities. With no solid release date, we're not 100% sure it's coming out this year, but it's been in development for quite some time already, so we're willing to roll the dice.
Tomb Raider.
Just when it seemed like Lara Croft was about to join Gex, Earthworm Jim, and Bubsy in video game purgatory, Square Enix dropped Jaws with its updated and revamped take on Tomb Raider at last year's E3. Gritty and inventive are two words that haven't been used in a sentence describing a Tomb Raider game in a long time, but they sure do apply here. Keep your browser locked on game trailers over the next 2 weeks as we go genre by genre to deliver the games you should be keeping your eye on in 2012.